Hi everybody, welcome back to the Dahlia Society. My name's Kristen, if we haven't met yet, and this channel is all about sewing your own dream wardrobe. I also have a fabric store where I talk about weekly new arrivals, which I'll get to in a moment. And also I have got lots of plans of my own here that I'm just dying to get stuck into making. And it's really taken a turn for the chilly weather here in Melbourne. So I am looking for some more snuggly things, maybe some layering pieces as well. And I'm going to talk about a pattern that I made that I just am in love with. And I've had so many beautiful comments from you guys over on Instagram as well with this blouse. So we'll get to that soon. So if you're not interested in any of the new arrivals that we've had here at the Dahlia Society, skip forward into the video. I'll put a bookmark there so you can see. And I'm going to talk about my own sewing plans for things from my stash that I am looking forward to making. So let's get into the new arrivals. There hasn't been that many this week because we are in for a huge lot of new arrivals in the next couple of weeks. And some very exciting news. Now we have a new team member joining us here at the Dahlia Society. As you know, this is pretty much a one-woman show. I do get my mum to help me pack the boxes which head out each month. And we've been so overwhelmed with orders and so busy. It has really, after a year in business, the store has really, it's snowballing and things are really starting to get super duper busy. So it just happened to be that my oldest daughter Phoebe, who is 26, she has been working as an optician dispenser here in the local town, and unfortunately the optometrist is kind of semi-retiring and moving about an hour away from us, and she'll be kind of working part-time now, so Phoebe won't be needed there anymore. So I just said to her, why don't you come and join me, because I'm incredibly lucky because Phoebe is a really crafty girl. She's done a cert in textiles at RMIT in Brunswick here in Melbourne, and she's also done her illustration diploma a couple of years ago, probably 3 or 4 years ago now. So very, very right into her creative side, and really has been longing to get back into creating some beautiful things. I think to be working in an industry that is just the love and passion of your life, I think we're incredibly lucky to be doing what we love every day. So I'm really looking forward to introducing you all to her. And I think next week when we have our new arrivals coming in, we've got heaps and heaps of fabrics coming in from Europe next week. So make sure you are subscribed to the channel so you don't miss out, and also to my weekly newsletter as well. That tells you all about things that are happening here at the Dahlia Society. So yeah, lots of excitement there, and Mum will still be helping me, which is, I think a lot of you guys love seeing Mum come on the camera every couple of weeks. So I'll definitely be still needing Mum's help, and I think it's great. She loves being kept busy. But yeah, heaps happening here on the store and on the channel too. And I really can't wait to show you guys all the beautiful things that Phoebe makes. She's a really keen cross stitcher and I love sewing her own garments as well. We did give her a bit of an initiation. Mum and I actually got her to help us pack the Frida Kahlo boxes, which have all been sent out. They are all on their way to you guys, and it was just so wonderful having an extra pair of hands to help. And boy, oh boy, she got through those boxes really efficiently, and just a few little ways of doing things that we hadn't thought of, that just maybe that younger brain might, yeah, I think it's really great when you have a young team member on board that really knows their way around things, and also things like the digital content and the websites. I am really looking forward to having her help me there. The new arrivals this week we have had in, we've got new patterns, but the new fabrics we have had in are the beautiful Lady McElroy's. We've got a lovely one that you might recognize from summertime. We had the light blue colorway in this. It's the Dip in the Lake, but this time it is a gorgeous, they call it a chambray. It's a linen rayon, linen viscose mix, and it is just stunning. And I'm going to try and pinch some of this for myself. Last time I wasn't quick enough, and this time I just think the navy background is amazing. That linen viscose does have a gorgeous drape, but it's a nice weight for all year round as well. I'll show you up close the images. Gorgeous little ladies in the lake. It's been a very, very popular fabric from Lady McElroy, and beautiful ethical fabric they do have there on their website. But I needed to bring you guys that because I thought it would make a lovely blouse or dress, especially for layering with a nice bright coloured cardigan or jacket. Now, I am very lucky to be getting in some boiled wool. I mentioned last week we have got hold of some beautiful Australian merino boiled wools that will be coming in hopefully by next week to show you guys. I am dying to make myself another shacket, cardigan. You can do so much with boiled wools. And I've also got a lot of patterns that we've restocked, and we've got a lot of patterns that will match up with those beautiful boiled wools too. I think we are just so lucky here, living in a country that does have access to such beautiful quality wool. We are the wool capital, and I just think it's so nice to be embracing that and showing you guys some Aussie-made products to showcase on the channel. You'll remember the last couple of years now, I've been very keenly making boiled wool jackets and cardigans, and I love Sewciety patterns. I have got heaps of their patterns in with the boiled wool, matching boiled wools. But I'm going to show you in a whole episode about what I've loved making in boiled wool and what I wear all the time, and just some little hints and bits of inspiration if you have never tackled boiled wool and how to care for it. That will be coming on the channel very soon too. Next one from Lady McElroy. This is a really, really popular, one of their most popular prints. It's called the Elephant and the Chameleon. And this one is in a viscose, but it's called a Riccardi. Now, it's not as fine as their usual Shelley lawn. It has got just the most beautiful drape as well, but a lovely weight for heading into the cooler months as well as summer. So you can really wear that all year round. But the imagery on that is just beautiful. You'll see the gorgeous print there. And as always, I am just a huge fan of a dark background with lots and lots of green there, but definitely can see that being made into a gorgeous dress or a blouse here for the cooler seasons with a nice pair of jeans. Now, we have had a big delivery of labels from the UK, actually from Scotland, and it's the very popular Victoria from Little Rosy Cheeks. These have been in demand for quite some time now, and I'm just so lucky to be able to get hold of some of these for you guys. And I think I'm the only Australian stockist of these labels, so she was very happy to know that. But enough of this rustling. I'm going to show you some of her gorgeous labels. Head on over to the Just Arrived section of the website. You'll see all of these labels. These are just stunning. So we've got up close there, you'll see her use of colour is just amazing. This one's Dream It, Do It. One of my favourites is the I Am Unique. That is just so beautiful. Not sure if that's focusing right. Then we've got this Craft Couture. Got You Are Important, You Are Enough, and You Matter. That one is very popular as well. Love the use of colour in that one there. That is just stunning. The labels are really, really pretty. I love the messages she also incorporates into her labels. Perfectly Me. And then we've got Creativity, Never Goes Out of Style. That one's very glitz and glam. And I love the retro vibes. I Made This. So you can head on over to the label section and you'll see the beautiful Little Rosy Cheeks. And a lot of these designs have been so popular over in the UK, and I've had a few people ask me when they're coming in, so they have all arrived in store. So thanks so much to Victoria for organising to send those over. And I've also got the Pattern Trace goodies coming. They are in transit at the moment, and a lot of you are very excited to hear about that. The Swedish tracing paper and all the bibs and bobs that Pattern Trace have for sale over there in the UK. We are getting them in store hopefully in another week's time. And another new arrival we've had this week all the way from Finland is the very popular pattern company Named Clothings. I have stocked all of my favourite patterns of theirs. I have got quite a few that I've made and absolutely loved, but this one is one that I was very keen to make, and I have been suggested this, I think it was Polly, Hi Polly, suggested this one, the Talviki sweater, the gorgeous funnel neck with the really lovely dart detail. That one is a stunning sweater top on, so that would be really nice in a lot of the new sweater fabrics that I'm getting in. And I am restocking the beautiful poppy French terries from Europe. Last time I had those in, they just flew out the door in over a weekend, so we'll be getting a lot more different designs in from Poppy as well, because I know that they are really well loved and very popular. Nice and snuggly for this time of year too. Also got the Named Clothing Olivia wrap dress. That's another really popular one that I would really love to make, and I think that just says a light to medium weight drapey jersey. Recommend using high quality firm jersey that holds its shape well. So that one looks like a lovely wrap dress. the very popular kilo wrap dress and jumpsuit. That one, of course, has never gone out of style, and it's always remained a favourite. I love the unique way that it wraps around and really seems like a winner of a pattern. I think I've seen so many versions of that summer and winter that I'd love to make. The next one is the Esme cardigan, and this to me is a beautiful looking cardigan with some really unusual pocket detail. You'll see here on the line drawings, the pockets are like kind of inbuilt welt pockets. So I think that would be a really stunning cardigan for dressing up or down. It just says a medium weight heavy fabric with at least 20 to 40% stretch. So French terry, sweatshirt, jersey, or heavier teddy style or cable knits would be beautiful in that one. And I am really lucky. I've got some cable knits coming as well from over in Europe that are just stunning. We've got about 10 different colours coming in. So I bet you can't wait to see those. I think we've just put so much into the thought of the colour range that we want to have spectacular, bright, dual colours to brighten us up for winter. And the new named Lexi A-line dress. This is a lovely looking dress with a beautiful invisible zip, light to medium weight, non-stretch woven fabrics. Medium drape is great as well. So that one would be really, really pretty for a simple little dress to dress up or down with a nice long line cardigan as well. So that is it for the new arrivals for this week. Let's get on to the plans, things that I have been dying to make, things that I've been looking at in my stash and year after year wanted to make but never got the time to do them. I think this is a year I definitely want to think about making myself a few different things. I'm putting together an episode with my favourite Ponte makes, some of which I've made and some of which I've wanted to make for quite some time. Really practical, easy wear garments that can be dressed up or down. I think that's the most important thing, is that you need things in the wardrobe that you can really interchange and put it with a pair of jeans, or equally dress up for a night out as well. Now this beautiful kind of Sherpa aqua coloured fabric has been sitting in my stash for about 3 years now, and I've always wanted to do something nice and cozy and comfortable, and I think the beautiful Pattern Scout cozy zip up jacket would be perfect. And I know that Katrina from Create Something Pretty had a version on her Me Made Makes. I've been terrible keeping up with that on Instagram. I'm one of those people that started off doing it every day and then hasn't happened. The rest of it just been put on the back burner, and I haven't had the time to even post myself. But I think it's great to see what other people are wearing, and even if you do it once a week, it's just good to see that people are wearing their me-made garments, and they are really practical. So this will be a practical garment. I think either that pattern, the other one was a fibre mood jacket pattern that I really like the look of with a collar. They're both quite similar, but I think I'm not sure whether I want to bother putting a zip in it or not, because I love wearing things that are cuddly and snuggly for over lightweight cotton jerseys with a pair of sweatpants or even a pair of jeans. So that one is a really lovely weight. It's got a little bit of stretch. It's probably got about 20 or 30% stretch, but it'll be really nice and comfortable, and I think the colour is really pretty. So that's one that I have been meaning to make for many years now and haven't got around to it. The next one is a pattern that's been really, really popular in store, and we have sold out of so many Mason Fauve patterns. They have been incredibly popular. It's one of those things that's just, you just don't know how they're going to go in store until you see them being embraced by customers, and it's just so lovely. And the ladies at Mason Fauve are very, very happy that you're enjoying their patterns. It's just so beautifully. The way that they're presented and decorated is just stunning. The packaging, just so much thought and detail goes into them. So this is one of those popular ones. But we have got another big delivery of Mason Fauve patterns coming in this week, and there'll be a lot of new patterns added to that pattern inventory as well, which is great. The Chelsea blouse is a beautiful pin tuck detail. I really wanted to make it, that's the line drawings. I really wanted to make one of these, and I think making it in a solid colour will help bring out the line details in the pattern, which I think it's been intended to really showcase that. But I'm not sure about what medium, what kind of fabric to go for. I think it would be beautiful in a cotton lawn or even a viscose or even a crepe. I do have a bit of a crepe here that's more of a bubbly texture. I've had it in the stash for a few years now, and I'm not sure whether it will be the nicest thing to wear because it's just a poly crepe. I think a viscose crepe would be a lot nicer, but I thought I'll make it as a wearable toile, see how it goes, and I just think it'll showcase that beautiful neckline. It's a really nice magenta pink. And I think for a wearable toile, it'll be great. So I'm looking forward to making that Chelsea blouse up. It has a really nice sleeve detail and a really lovely shoulder detail as well. So that one will be hopefully getting done shortly. Now, this I've got on is the really popular Forget Me Not Help Me blouse. I've had so much love for this over on Instagram. A lot of you have said it's the most beautiful thing I've made this year. So, wow, it just goes to show you some fabric that's in your stash. You make it up in something that is quite simple, but also has got a beautiful bit of glam to it as well, with that beautiful Peter Pan collar and the keyhole neck. I'm looking at the different variations. The other one with that necktie and that little frill around the neck is just beautiful as well. There is a lady on Instagram that has made 3 versions of that, and they are just breathtaking. The fabrics that she's used, and she has the shoulder frill on them as well, and having that delicate drapey fabric really looks beautiful to me. So whether I do the shoulder frill or not, I'm still not sure, but even the neckline with the tie without the neck frill, or one or the other, I'm just not sure which way I want to go. But I am really thinking about making just another one exactly as this is, with the Peter Pan collar and the keyhole. And I was thinking about using this really pretty Cosette Sonara Flowers fabric. Now, this is a viscose. It's not quite a twill, but it's bordering on a twill weight, which would be really lovely to wear for winter. And I have got a really nice pair of olive green jeans. So I think it'll look beautiful with it, as well as lots of green coats. I love green coats, but that print in that is just beautiful. And that one sold out really quickly in store as well. But I've just thinking to myself, I'm going to make an elevated shirt instead of just doing a regular shirt with a collar. I think this helmet blouse will really lend itself nicely to this fabric. So now that I know, I'm confident with the size that I've made, and I love the fit of it. It's just such a beautiful blouse. I think that will look really, really pretty in that detailed fabric. So that's the line drawings for the helmet. They're the 2 different versions you'll see there, and yeah, really looking forward to making the other version as well. So it might be one of those patterns that you have a repeat make on and you just want to make heaps of them. I think when you wear them and you feel great in them, you know that it's a winner. The way it fits the body, and those little details like those fisheye darts in the back and the front darts, I just think it fits just beautifully. Now, the other one I want to make, because I've seen so many versions of this, it's just such a popular pattern, it's the Frida blouse. And the fabrics, there's a lot of beautiful new Atelier Jupe fabrics coming in store, heaps of them. We actually have a new fabric release the end of May, so I will be getting some of those new fabrics in as well, and also restocking some of the favorites. But the one I'm thinking about making is in that beautiful green. I'll put a pic up that you can see with the purple. I love that green. I think that would look beautiful in the Frida. And I've also seen, Andrea from Beyond the Pink Door has made this over and over again. She's also got a sew along, which I will be following along with. I can't wait to watch and make it at the same time. So that's the line drawings on that. And I am not sure with Atelier Jupe sizing. Let me know in the comments below if you've made heaps of Atelier Jupe patterns. Have you found the sizing? Is it generous? Would you size up or down, or do you think they're just very regular kind of sizing? I'd love to know, but I'm thinking around a 44 I normally make, but I always find that if I upsize a little bit around the middle, I can always take it in a bit, whereas I don't always need to upsize around the shoulders and the bust. So 44, I think I'll go at maybe a 46 if I wanted it a bit drapier, and I can always alter the length and shorten it if I need to. So looking forward to that make. It's getting a bit chilly out here at the moment. It's actually been quite a cool week. We've had our wood fire burning this week, and I just love having that nice cozy area to sit. But yeah, always it's nice to embrace the change of season, and you can see that it's starting to get into that wintry kind of feel here. A lot of people complain about Melbourne weather, but I absolutely love the season changes. I love going through, from autumn into winter, and the changes in the garden. And I also love it when it turns to spring and summer. I'm just not a huge fan of really, really hot and humid weather. I don't think I'd cope too well in that really humid environment, but love a change of season and love cozying up for a bit of winter snuggling, and just the changes with the food that you feel like making as well, and the garments you feel like making. I love making layering and coat pieces too, so not going to complain about changing seasons. Absolutely love it. But in saying that, I think a lot of you guys in the Northern Hemisphere that are living in freezing conditions there in the middle of winter, and it's snow that thick on the ground, I don't think that would be very pleasant to deal with either. So I can't complain about our winters because they are quite mild. But for Australia, we are one of the coolest states, and down towards Tassie as well, they get quite chilly, as well as ACT. So I don't mind that at all because I love making coats. One of the new patterns I'm getting in next week that I really would love to make, and I've seen the exact fabric in my stash that I've been waiting for the right pattern for this for years. This is about 3 years old now. This is a beautiful lurex kind of a boucle tweed, a bit of a Coco Chanel vibe happening. I love the look of the Metropolis jacket from Mason Fauve, and I'm really interested in making that and giving it that glam kind of Coco Chanel feel, especially with just a simple black top underneath and a pair of jeans. I think it'll come up beautiful. It's a really lovely kind of blue-black look, this fabric, and up close you'll see it has a really lovely fleck throughout it, a kind of glittery fleck, so quite a dressy jacket. But I think the Mason Fauve will look beautiful in the Metropolis jacket. It's got a really lovely finish to it. And I've also seen the lovely pillar jacket that Andrea from Beyond the Pictorial has made as well, with the beautiful darts throughout the shoulders. I think that would be a stunning jacket as well. And I also have some really lovely kind of wool flannel tweed that I got about 2 years ago now, and it has a really lovely mustardy fleck through it as well. I think that would look really stunning in that pillar jacket. So I can feel a couple of Mason Fauve makes coming on for winter, especially with those great little jackets that you find that you can have on with a pair of jeans and a little fine knit sweater underneath as well. So the other one I was thinking was the Helen's Closet moss jacket, or no, it wasn't the moss, it was the I can't remember the name of it now. I want to put a pick up so you can see. I made it a couple of years ago in linen. It's a really nice casual jacket. It's unlined as well, so really keen to get that made up this year too. Now the Nage Libre jacket from Mason Fauve is another one I've seen done, and I really am looking for the perfect jacquard kind of neutral colour but with the gold weave throughout it. That is what I want to do with maybe a little bit of piping. I think their patterns are really stunning and unique. So I really feel like I'm in jacket mode. I've made the Pattern Emporium little cropped jacket that was the smitten jacket with the panel detail, and that's given me a taste to make some more. I've also made the shacket, the Style Like Logan shacket in that beautiful chestnut tree check. Worn that heaps already. But I just think jackets are so handy to have in the wardrobe, and really not that scary to make at all. I think a lot of people find that jacket and coat making could be really daunting, but it's not. So I highly encourage you all to get onto the jacket making this year. I think they're really rewarding, and they're the things that I find I wear a lot in the wardrobe. And you can throw one over a lovely dress it up or down with a pair of jeans. So they are my very ambitious makes for this month. So let's see how many, well, not even this month, just I would say for the next couple of months, things that I would like to make. But if I don't get around to making them, that's fine. I think I don't like to put too much pressure on for plans. I think it's just nice to make things as you feel you want them or you need them in the wardrobe. But as well as that, there are heaps of sweater and cozy things I want to make. I really love making things like sweater tops and things that you throw on every day. They're really handy and satisfying and very quick makes. But the Ponte episode, I'm putting quite a bit of work into getting a list compiled for you guys, because I know a lot of people are waiting on that one. So that will be coming hopefully in the next few days. So yeah, hang around for that one. Make sure you don't miss out on it. And you've got lots of Ponte in the store if you're interested. But yeah, Ponte is great, an easy thing to sew with and not intimidating at all. Once you get started, you'll realise that it's a wonderful thing to sew and to wear. Thank you again for watching today. I hope you've enjoyed what you've seen. I would love it if you could give it a thumbs up if you've enjoyed this episode. Let me know what makes that have inspired you, what you're making at the moment. And also I hope you've loved the new little arrivals with those labels that are just stunning, and the new Lady McElroy fabric. So I will have an episode for you very shortly to bring you more inspiration. So happy sewing. I'll see you all very shortly. Bye for now.